Come on guys, let's get this connector on this 6.7 and take care of a problem that is caused by human error. All right, come on. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you live through the power of the internet. Working on the best trucks on the road. This truck is a rental dump, and we got it for a check engine light on this vehicle being circa 2019 with that many thousand miles. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to navigate through the toolbox functions and go down to our self-test. And we're going to run the key on, engine off, on-demand self-test so that we can see if we have any inputs or main engine control sensors that have an electrical fault right meow. As we let this finish, why don't you guys tell me in the comment section if anybody uses IDS just like me. I know a lot of you guys are do-it-yourselfers. Some have purchased IDS, some folks are in a shop. Just want to know who out there uses the same software as I do. Alright, please wait. Okay, we're done. Ooh, we do have an on-demand. Alright, what do we got? Let's check our continuous. Our continuous lost communication with the particulate matter sensor A. Okay, on-demand self-test codes with the fuel pump module B control circuit open. Now, I don't know why it set that DTC. It gives us an SSM to check, and we're going to do that. Alright, part of that SSM was to check the PCM connector. We got PCM E connector for engine, PCM T connector for the trans, and B for the body. And it wants us to make sure that the body connector for the PCM tab is in fact secured. And you guys could hear stuff start cycling, hear the fuel pump running. Looks like we're good. However, when we are diagnosing stuff and we get DTCs such as these, we first have to take care of all of our communication DTCs first, because if we have modules that aren't communicating, that in turn can affect the vehicle's ability to, one, calculate data for whatever sensor, or in our particular situation, our particulate matter sensor. So if the PCM isn't able to calculate that data, I'm not saying that it is causing that on-demand DTC, but stuff starts getting out of whack and we can get, erroneous DTC set. So let's do a little investigation. Let's go to the wiring diagram and look at what kind of circuits, where the connectors are for our particulate matter sensor. All right, we're in the wiring diagram and I'm going through to try to find the PM sensor. Look at this schematic. Doesn't that look just so busy? Man, I know it looks hard to dissect, but it's really all not that hard once you can read this foreign language. Okay, so this vehicle is a cab chassis, a cab chassis, and you can see right here, here's our particulate matter sensor and our CAN 2 communication wires. It says that we lost communication with that sensor. So let's go here and see where are they saying this connector's at. Connector face, let's take a look. Okay, so we're looking for a 4-pin connector like that. Let's go down and see where it is. Narrow frame, that's us. Right frame rail attached to the 14405 harness. So here's the front of the vehicle right here. So orientate yourself. Particulate matter sensor. Okay, so we're looking like we're right behind the rear cab mounts right here, because there's a cab mounting location right there. So let's get underneath this vehicle, let's take a look and see if we see anything out of the ordinary, if there's anything not at all. A lot of part of this job is done with visual inspections, and you guys have seen me before find stuff like that, and that's what we're gonna do today. So you can see here's the back of the cab mount right there. So moving backwards, here's our PM sensor. Looks okay. Looks like we got some undercoating on it, to be expected. Come over here to the module, and let's see what we see. Do you guys think that's a problem at all? This vehicle was sent to be upfit, and whoever did the upfit made a little mistake. Stuff happens, and I mean, I could see where that accident could have happened, but that was really pressed on there pretty well. Like, I can't just pull this off. The angle of it, I'm gonna have to kind of bend it to pull it out. But check that out, you guys. Look at that. Pretty much every one of those circuits have been compromised. Definitely not a manufacturer defect. Somebody went through the frame here, and I don't know if there was a hole already here or if they drilled a hole, but when we do things like that, we gotta look on the other side. So, not a big deal. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be a warranty repair, so this is going to be on the customer or the upfit company. But in the very beginning, I said we're going to put this connector on, and that is what we're going to do. We are going to put this on and make it look like nobody was in here and get this thing back on the road making money. So I think to get a little more light, I'm going to lift the dump bed up and see what kind of access we can get. I don't know if I'm going to have any at all due to the bed stuff on here. So, all right, you guys, let's get it rolling. All right, so totally cool. I was able to pop all of these locating tabs out of the frame, and now I am up above everything, so I'm not going to be getting all this stuff in my face. So let's I can feel the slit in the convolute underneath here. I'm gonna try to cut this and try to lose minimal as possible. Right there. You guys can kind of see that, sorta. All right, we're gonna get cutting. All right, new connector. Gonna open it up. Looks like they only gave us the heat shrinks and not the bullet connectors. I don't know why. I always see them do that. I don't know why. But yeah, let me get this out the bag. Okay, there's the new one. And just like the VT365, the mass airflow sensor repair you guys saw me do, we're not going to be cutting these and making the harness look like it has a baby. Remember, let's stagger them so that we can keep all of our connections up in this. I'm not trying to add another piece of convolute on here. I want to use what we have here and make it my main goal with every wire repair is to make it look like nobody's been in here. Obviously the colors are going to be different, but that's my main focus. So again, I'm left-handed. I'm going to start from the left, looking at the connector like this. So our first circuit we are going to mess with is this one, and the first one, I guess, doesn't really matter how long it's going to be. You guys can start where you want. I only have that much pigtail off of the old connector. So, you know, it's going to be looking like that maybe. So I'm thinking the first one I'm gonna chop right here, like this, and get our bullet connectors, and I'm gonna keep going, and you guys are gonna watch me. So yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm happy with what I've done. I took the PM sensor off the frame, and it had two of these big locating tabs going through the frame. I removed them both from the module. You can see that one's open, but I actually used the Knox 2 sensor, or what sensor would that be? Yeah, the Knox sensor. It's mounting tabs, and it's not coming off. I mean, it's a little wobbly. I mean, this is wobbly too. So I feel confident that that's going to be a robust repair. It's not hitting anything. Looks good. All right, let's go back up and get an IDS. Okay, let's go ahead and let me go ahead and clear my codes, and then I'm going to rerun the same self-test that we did. Okay, we still have that low fuel pressure warning code, or not low fuel pressure, I should say fuel pump module control circuit open. Let's rerun our self-test. Okay, we ran the self-test and our on-demand code has went away. So I'm only led to assume that the failure that we had was causing an erroneous DTC to set through the network, through the PCM. So, alright you guys, tell me what you think about this in the comment section below. If anybody's had to repair a particulate matter communication issue on their 6.7, and if it was caused by an upfit concern, drop me a like, smash that sub button. Thanks so much for watching me guys every Friday. Tell me in the comments what you like, what you don't like. I haven't asked you guys that in quite some time. Alright, until next time, thanks so much. We'll see ya. Peace.